After 60, if standing up from a chair feels harder, climbing stairs feels slower, or walking across the room feels less steady, it may not be just normal aging. It may be silent muscle loss. And the most important part is this: many people do not notice it until everyday movements begin to change. You may start using your hands more when getting out of a chair. You may hold the railing tighter when climbing stairs. You may walk a little slower than before. You may avoid certain movements because your legs no longer feel as reliable as they used to. At first, these changes can feel small, so most people ignore them. But over time, small changes in strength can affect balance, walking, confidence, and independence. After the age of 60, the body can gradually lose muscle mass, strength, and physical function. This process is often called sarcopenia. It does not happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, one movement at a time. But here is the good news. Getting older does not mean you must become weak. And feeling weaker does not mean your body cannot improve. For many adults over 60, the real problem is not age alone. The real problem is that the muscles responsible for standing, walking, turning, climbing, and catching your balance are no longer being trained in the right way. Walking is helpful. Stretching can feel good. Staying active is important. But if your goal is to protect strength, balance, and daily independence, your body also needs controlled strength movements. Not heavy workouts, not complicated routines, not pushing through pain, just simple, safe movements that train the muscles you depend on every day. And in this video, I will show you 5 of those movements. Each one has a clear purpose. Each one supports something you do in real life. Standing up, walking safely, turning with control, climbing steps, staying steady when your balance is challenged. And make sure you pay attention to the final exercise, because that one brings everything together. It trains strength, balance, and real-world movement at the same time. Now let us begin with the first exercise, the supported single leg stand. This exercise may look simple, but do not underestimate it. In fact, many people avoid it because it feels uncomfortable at first. They may say, "I do not trust my balance anymore." And honestly, that feeling makes sense. When you are not confident on one leg, the safest thing feels like keeping both feet on the ground. But here is the key point. Balance is not something your body simply keeps forever. Balance is something your body needs to practice every time you walk. There is a tiny moment when your weight is on one leg. You may not think about it, but every step you take is a small balance test. When the muscles around your hips, thighs, and ankles become weaker, your body may react more slowly. That is when walking can start to feel less steady. Turning may feel less controlled. And even a small stumble can feel harder to correct. This is why the supported single leg stand matters. It helps train the side hip muscles, the front thigh muscles, and the small stabilizing muscles around the ankle. These muscles help keep you upright when you shift your weight, take a step, turn, or recover from a small loss of balance. Now let us do it safely. Stand next to a sturdy chair or countertop. Hold on with one hand, stand tall, keep your shoulders relaxed. Slowly lift one foot just a few inches off the floor. You do not need to lift it high. The goal is not height. The goal is control. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. Then slowly place your foot back down, switch to the other side. Start with 4 to 6 rounds on each leg. Use full hand support at first. As you feel more confident, reduce your grip little by little. Do not rush. Do not force it. And if you feel dizzy, unsafe, or unstable, stop and speak with a qualified health professional before continuing. This small exercise can help your body rebuild balance, stability, and confidence, one safe step at a time. And once your body begins to feel more steady on one leg, The next step is learning how to stay controlled when you move side to side. That is where the second exercise becomes very important. Once your body begins to feel more steady on one leg, the next step is learning how to stay controlled when you move side to side. And this is where the second exercise becomes very important. The side step with support. Now, many people believe that walking forward every day is enough. And yes, walking is helpful. It keeps you active. It keeps your joints moving. It supports your heart, your circulation, and your overall health. But walking forward does not fully train the kind of balance your body needs when life suddenly moves in a different direction. And real life does not only move forward. Think about this for a moment. You turn in the kitchen. You step sideways around a chair. You move around the bed at night. You shift your weight while opening a door. You step around a pet, a rug, or something on the floor. These are small movements, but they require side-to-side control. And for many adults over 60, this is where balance can become less reliable. Not always during a long walk. Sometimes it happens during a quick turn, a small side step, or a moment when your body shifts before your muscles are ready. That is why the side step with support matters. This movement helps train the side hip muscles, especially the gluteus medius. It also activates the small stabilizing muscles around your ankles. These muscles help keep your body from swaying too much when you move, turn, or change direction. When these muscles are weak, your steps may feel less controlled. Your body may lean more than it should, and a small slip may feel harder to correct. So let us train this safely. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold the back of the chair with both hands. Stand tall, keep your feet facing forward. Now slowly step one foot out to the side. Do not step too far. Just make a small, controlled step. Then bring the other foot toward it. Pause for a moment. Let your body feel steady. Then step back the other way. Move slowly. Step together. Pause. Try 8 to 10 steps in each direction. Do 1 to 2 sets. If you need more support, keep both hands on the chair. If you feel confident, you can gradually use a lighter grip. This exercise is not about speed. It is about control. And when control improves, walking around your home, turning in small spaces and changing direction can begin to feel safer and more confident. Now, we have trained balance on one leg. We have trained side-to-side control, but there is one movement that may matter even more for your daily independence: standing up from a chair. This is the third exercise, and it is called sit to stand. Now, I know this may sound too simple. You may think, I already stand up every day, so why would I need to practice it? But that is exactly why this movement matters so much. It is not just an exercise. It is one of the most important movements you use all day long. You use it when you get out of a chair. You use it when you get out of bed. You use it when you stand up from the toilet. You use it when you rise from the sofa after sitting for a while. And when this movement starts to become harder, many people do not notice it right away. At first, you may just push a little more with your hands. Then you may lean forward more. Then standing up feels slower. Over time, your legs may feel less reliable, and you may begin looking for something to hold every time you rise. That is a warning sign worth paying attention to. The main muscles working here are the quadriceps in the front of your thighs and the gluteus maximus in your hips. These muscles help lift your body, support your posture, and keep you steady as you move from sitting to standing. When they are not trained, standing up can start to feel like a struggle. But when they become stronger, daily movement can feel easier, smoother, and more controlled. Here is how to do it safely. Sit on a firm chair. Place both feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Bring your feet slightly back under your knees. Sit tall. Keep your chest lifted. Lean your chest slightly forward, then slowly stand up using your legs. Take about 2 seconds to stand. Pause for 1 second at the top. Then slowly sit back down over 3 seconds. Do not drop into the chair. Control the movement all the way down. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions. Do 1 to 2 sets. If you need to use your hands at first, that is okay. Use them lightly, but over time, try to let your legs do more of the work, as long as it feels safe. And if you feel pain, dizziness, or unsafe at any point, stop and speak with a qualified health professional before continuing. This exercise builds the strength you need for daily independence. Because after 60, strength is not just about working out. It is about being able to stand up with confidence, move with control, and trust your legs during the moments that matter most. And once your legs become stronger when standing up, the next step is training the lower legs, because they play a bigger role in walking and balance than most people realize. After your legs become stronger with sit to stand, the next step is training something many people forget: your lower legs. Because strength is not only about getting up from a chair, it is also about how well you move once you are already on your feet. And that brings us to the fourth exercise, heel raises. Now, this exercise may look very small, but do not overlook it. Many people focus on the thighs, they focus on the hips, they focus on the knees, but they forget the calf muscles. And after 60, those muscles can make a real difference in how steady and confident you feel when you walk. Your calves do more than help you rise onto your toes. They help push your body forward when you walk. They help control your ankles. They help you stay steady when your body leans forward. And they help your body respond when you catch your foot on something or suddenly lose your balance. Think about your daily life for a moment. You walk across the room. You step over a small rug. You walk through the yard. You go up a small slope. You turn when someone calls your name. You step into the bathroom at night. In all of these moments, your lower legs are working quietly to help keep you controlled. But when the calf muscles become weak, your steps may become shorter. Your walking may feel slower. Your feet may not push off the ground as strongly. And if you stumble, your body may have a harder time correcting itself. That is why heel raises matter. They help train walking strength, ankle control, and lower leg stability in a simple and safe way. Here is how to do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Hold the chair with both hands. Stand tall. Keep your feet about hip width apart. Now slowly lift your heels off the floor and rise onto your toes. Take about 2 seconds to go up. Hold for 1 second at the top. Then slowly lower your heels back down over 3 seconds. Do not drop down quickly. Stay in control all the way down. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. Do 1 to 2 sets. If you feel steady, you can gradually use a lighter grip on the chair, but safety comes first. If you need both hands, keep both hands. This simple movement can help support walking strength, ankle control, and everyday stability. And once your lower legs are working better, we come to the final exercise. This one brings everything together: strength, balance, control, and real-life movement. The fifth exercise is the controlled step up. Now, this movement may look simple, but in daily life, it is one of the most important movements for staying independent after 60. Every time you climb stairs, step onto a curb, enter a doorway, step onto a porch, or walk up a small step, your body needs several things at once. Your legs need strength, your hips need stability, your feet need control, and your balance needs to stay steady while your body moves upward and downward. That is why the controlled step up matters so much. The step up trains the front thigh muscles, the glute muscles, and the hamstrings. These muscles work together to lift your body, stabilize your hips, and help you come back down safely. And here is something important to think about. When stairs start to feel harder, many people begin avoiding them. That is understandable. Nobody wants to feel unsafe. But when you avoid stairs completely, you may move less. And when you move less, the legs can become even weaker over time. So the goal is not to force yourself. The goal is not to push through pain. The goal is to practice a small, controlled version of the movement in a safe way. Use a low step or the bottom stair. Hold a railing, a wall, or a sturdy chair for support. Place one foot fully on the step. Make sure your whole foot is supported. Lean slightly forward. Push through the front leg and step up slowly. Then bring the other foot up to meet it. Pause for a moment at the top. Then step back down slowly, 1 foot at a time. Take about 2 seconds to step up and about 3 seconds to come down. Start with 6 repetitions on each leg. Do 1 to 2 sets, 3 to 5 times per week. If the step feels too high, use a lower surface. If you feel unsteady, hold on with both hands. If you feel pain, dizziness, or unsafe, stop and speak with a qualified health professional before continuing. Now let us bring the full message together. After 60, strength is not just about exercise. It is about protecting the movements that allow you to live with confidence. Balance helps you stay steady. Side steps help you turn, shift, and move around your home more safely. Sit to stand helps you rise from a chair, a bed, or a sofa without depending too much on your hands. Heel raises help support walking, ankle control, and lower leg stability. And step-ups help you handle stairs, curbs, and real-life movement with more control. These exercises are not about being young again. They are not about lifting heavy weights or pushing your body to the limit. They are about keeping the strength you need for everyday life, the strength to stand up, the strength to walk across the room, the strength to turn without fear, the strength to climb a small step, the strength to stay independent for as long as possible. So start small, move slowly, use support, stay consistent. You do not need to do everything perfectly on the first day. One safe movement is better than doing too much too soon. And before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have pain, dizziness, recent falls, balance problems, or a medical condition, talk with a qualified health professional. Your body may still improve when you train it safely, patiently, and consistently. And now I would like to ask you something simple. Which of these 5 exercises will you try first today? Let me know in the comments. Your answer may help someone else take their first step too.